Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Huskies Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Washington Huskies offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, you'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Back to pass, it's Rodgers. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now we're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Huskies are marching down the field. Wide out in motion. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Cougars racing to the line in a hurry-up. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Jackson. Ripping through the defense. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Offense getting set for 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Washington sends out the punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. A low line drive and short kick. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cougars! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Motion from the offense. Scanning the field, it's Rodgers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Washington! A great catch and run for 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To throw, it's Rodgers. Spits it out to the back. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. They go to the ground. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, going up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's off to the races. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Washington State. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Jackson. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory. This touchdown, Washington State made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. On the move, it's Rodgers. He's not afraid to go deep. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wazoo!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 4 over San Diego State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
They're bringing heat. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Gonna let it fly. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Washington sends out the punt team.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On second down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Washington State going back to work on first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Getting some heat. He's going to take off. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far. And it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Washington, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Rodgers. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. On second down, he's looking downfield. Hauls it in. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And it's no good. He missed it. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole.
35. Washington, 17.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. got the first down and more. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Cougars! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Washington State going quickly.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on second down.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to keep that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll come out throwing on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's open on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese.
Throws toward the end zone. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now really back in the game here. Leads down to 12 as they're about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll run it to the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Rodgers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. The give as they work on that clock. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Washington State sends out the punt unit. On the return, it's Jackson. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there, not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Washington! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They'll run it. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And to get rid of it quickly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that was a big play. They say games come down to just a handful of plays, and with a chance to tie the game here in the 4th quarter, they missed the opportunity, clanking that one off the post.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, and David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.